KMS, breaking the civilian, building the Legionnaire. Intro. After the farm. Surviving the farm was only the beginning. Winter had already stripped us to the bone, but now the real training began. The part designed not to test you, but to reshape you completely. Castelnaudary turned from a cold battlefield into a factory of discipline. What happened next wasn't chance or chaos. It was structure, pain with a purpose. And every day felt like another step away from the civilian I used to be. Dawn, the new rhythm. Days started long before sunrise, not with an alarm clock, but with orders barked into darkness. Cold air in your lungs, boots hitting the frozen ground, bodies half awake but moving instantly. There was no time to think. You learned to function before your brain caught up. You learned to obey first, question never. The uniform. Respect or suffer. The uniform wasn't clothing. It was responsibility. Every thread had to be clean, every fold pressed, every button aligned. If it wasn't perfect, we paid for it as a group. Ironing shirts with trembling hands, polishing boots even when your fingers were numb, redoing the same task over and over again. This wasn't about fashion. This was about discipline so deep it became automatic. The marches. Endless. Merciless. We marched until time stopped making sense. Short marches, long marches, marches with weight, marches with rifles, marches up hills, down hills, through mud, through ice. It wasn't the distance that broke you. It was the repetition. Left, right, left, right. Step after step, thought after thought, burned out of your mind. The pressure. Constant, non-negotiable. What made KMS brutal wasn't the physical pain. It was the pressure that never stopped. You were always watched, always evaluated, always one mistake away from punishment. A dropped rifle, a crooked bed, a slow reaction, a single word out of place. Everything had consequences, and those consequences shaped you. Brotherhood. No man left behind. Somewhere between the drills, the marches, and the cold, we stopped being individuals. We learned to move as one. We learned to suffer as one. We learned that if someone slowed down, you pulled them. If someone fell, you lifted them. If someone froze in the cold, you shared your heat. Brotherhood wasn't a slogan. It was survival. The transformation. Outro. What comes next? KMS wasn't over. The hardest tests were still waiting. More marches, more drills, more nights where the cold kept you awake. And then, the ultimate test, the final stretch before earning the right to wear the white képi. But that story belongs to episode 5.